Let's do homework exercise number 9 from section 9.2. Okay, in this problem we need to convert 3,500 gallons to cubic yards. All right, and notice right here, 1 cubic yard is about 200 gallons. So we can do that and use that conversion. So write down the given amount, 3,500 gallons. We want to convert to cubic yards. That goes in the numerator, so it's 1 cubic yard, and 200 gallons goes in the denominator, so that gallons cancels, and our answer will come out to be cubic yards. The number that is not 1, the 200, is in the denominator, so that tells us we're going to divide to get our answer. So set up dimensional analysis so you know division. Again, this is over 1, so it's 35,000 times 1, which would be 35,000 over 200, so you just take 3,500 divided by 200, and that will give us our answer in cubic yards. Okay? So just using dimensional analysis. Doing the division on our calculator gives us 17.5. Again, to the nearest hundredth is 2 decimals. So I could just put in 17.5 or with a 0 because there's no hundredths. If you get a decimal, you'll have to round off to 2 decimal places because it says to the nearest hundredth. Homework exercise number 10, 75,000 cubic centimeters to liters. Again, what you'll realize is a liter is actually defined to be a cube 10 by 10 by 10 cubic centimeters, and if you multiply the 10 to the 3rd power length times width times height to get the volume, you get 100 cubic centimeters is exactly 1 liter. So you can just do this problem using dimensional analysis. So again, write down the given amount, 75,000 cubic centimeters. Okay, dimensional analysis. For every, we want to convert to liters. So capital L is a liter. So for every 1 liter, there is 1,000 cubic centimeters. Okay? So then the cubic centimeters cancel. The 1,000 is in the denominator, so we're going to divide. And I guess we could do this in our head. 75,000 divided by 1,000 is 75, isn't it? If your numbers aren't quite that easy, then you go ahead and use your calculator. But anyway, 75,000 divided by 1,000 is 75, right? And again, we can verify it on our calculator. 75,000 divided by 1,000 is 75 liters. Okay, 13 cubic centimeters to milliliters. ML, the prefix M is M for milli, and L, capital L is liter. Notice right here in the top row in the conversion, a cubic centimeter, a centimeter by centimeter by centimeter, has the amount of liquid, water, or whatever the liquid is, of 1 milliliter. It's a 1-to-1 correspondence. For every 1 cubic centimeter, there's 1 milliliter. So basically, it's the same number. So you don't really have to do much here. It's just going to be 13 cubic centimeters. Another way of saying a cubic centimeter is a milliliter is going to be exactly 13 milliliters. It's always going to be the same amount because a cubic centimeter is exactly 1 milliliter. So it's a 1-to-1 correspondence. So you really can just use the same value. There's not really any work you need to do. So again, 13 cubic centimeters is equivalent to 13 milliliters. Okay, 2 liters, capital L stands for liters. Okay, convert to cubic centimeters. Okay, so now we want to get cubic centimeters, so that goes in the numerator. Remember, here in row 2, 1 liter is equal to 1,000 cubic centimeters. So we've got cubic centimeters. We've got 1,000, the prefix. the 1 liter goes in the denominator, so liters cancel. And so again, the number 1,000 is in the numerator, so we're going to multiply. Okay, dimensional analysis, so we've got a 2 and 1,000 in the numerators, multiply by 1,000 and you get exactly 2,000. And again, round to the nearest hundredth, we get a whole number, so for my answer, there's no need to put any decimals. You can just put the whole number, 2,000, and MyMathLab will answer it as correct, or will verify that is the correct answer. Yes, indeed it does. Number 13, okay, 7 tablespoons to milliliters. Okay, now, okay, you can click right here. TBSP is tablespoons. 1 tablespoon is 15 milliliters. Okay, 1 tablespoon is 15 milliliters right there, right? TBSP to milliliters. So we'll remember that. 1 tablespoon is 15 milliliters. So we'll go ahead and close that. Okay. So 7 tablespoons. We're going to convert to milliliters. What did we just say? 15 milliliters, mLs, for every 1 tablespoon, right? From the chart we just saw, the 7 and the 15 are both in the 15's in the numerator, so that's going to tell us to multiply 7 times 15, I believe, is 105 ml. Okay, so you can do it on your calculator. Again, 2 decimal places, we can ignore that because we got a whole number. You can just put in a whole number, but if you get a decimal, you got to put it to do 2 decimals. My problem was just a whole number, so we just put in 105, and that will be fine. It'll mark it correct. All right, number 14, 69 milliliters to fluid ounces. Okay, let's click here and notice fluid ounces, milliliters to ounces. Do we have it? There it is. Fluid ounce. 1 fluid ounce is 30 milliliters. So that's our conversion. 1 fluid ounce is 30 milliliters. Okay. So now we've got the conversion factor. So let's go ahead and set it up using dimensional analysis. So 69 ml. We want to convert to fluid ounces. What was the conversion? 1 fluid ounce is 30 milliliters, right? For every fluid ounce, there's a 30 milliliters. Notice the 30 is in the denominator, so this time we're going to divide, because the 30, the number that's not 1 is in the denominator, 69 divided by 30, and that will, the milliliters will cancel, and that will give us our answer in fluid ounces. All right, so we'll do the division on our calculator to get the correct answer, 69 divided by 30. And 2 decimal places. Again, I only get 1 decimal. So I could just put in 2.3, or I can put in the extra 0. Either way, I'll mark it correct. If you get more decimals, notice here you're supposed to round off to 2 decimal places, so be careful. Do your rounding off correctly. Okay, 3.1 liters to the number of cups. C is cups. So what we have here is we do have a conversion from cups to liters. There it is right here in this row right here. 1 cup is 0.24 liters, all right? So we're going to do, remember, is 0.24 liters for every 1 cup, okay? So there's our conversion. Those are the numbers we'll work, 0.24 liters, for every 1 cup. All right, so let's go ahead and write down what's given. 3.1 liters. We want to convert to cups, right? What did we just learn from the chart? For every 1 cup, there are 0.24 liters, okay? Again, cups goes in the numerator. That's what we want to convert to. Liters goes in the denominator because we want to cancel out. Notice the 0.24 is in the denominator. So even though it's a number less than 1, we're going to divide because it's in the denominator. So 3.1 divided by 0.24, and that will give us the number of cups. And again, the conversion was from the table we got for every 1 cup is equal to 0.24 liters. All right, so doing the division on our calculator, 3.1 divided by 0.24, just 0.24, and we get a 12.9166. Okay, now we finally get some decimals here. Round to 2 decimal places. So 12.916, 6 is 5, greater than 5, so we would round up to 12.92. We would add a 1. Add 1 to the 1 in the hundredths to get 12.92 to 2 decimal places or to the nearest hundredth. All right, very good. We're going to go ahead and stop here at problem number homework exercise 15. If you have any questions, email me at tsquares@hodges.edu or call me at 239-938-7805.